What up, what up? It's your boy Mr. Gentleman T himself, and welcome to Everyday FXT. Welcome guys. It's a new week. It's a new blooming week. Very blooming week I can see. And before I dive straight into it, let me remind you guys to press that like button, push that subscribe button, and when you're pushing that subscribe button, don't forget to turn on the notification bell, guys. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell, because I want you to be notified every time I drop, so that you don't miss out on these trends. You don't miss out. You don't miss out on the movement of the pairs. I don't want you guys to miss out. I want you to stick with me. We're going all the way to the upside. So thank you very much guys for the subscribers. Thank you very much. This tells me that I'm doing something right. Thank you once again. Without any further ado, let me dive straight into our new week's analysis. Remember, I don't do a whole week analysis. I'm doing daily analysis. So let me dive straight into it. Our first pair of the data will be USDCAD, and we can see that we are on a daily chart. All right, so on daily chart, this is what we have. You see the market breaking these areas right here and going all the way to the downside. So let me, yeah, exactly. So I've analyzed this pair. So I don't want to. I'll just show you guys what I've been working with. I'll just show you guys what I've been working with. Broke these areas. Now the market is shooting all the way to the downside. Know that our first support for this pair is right here. Second support is right here. Now third support is right here, which is our lowest low. So without any more talking, let me go down to our 4-hour time frame, where we can see that the market right now really is going to the downside. So what you can see guys right here, I've highlighted another channel on our way to the downside. So we have our support trend line, and then we have our resistance trend line, which is above I've highlighted this resistance trend line simply because of the movement of this market. So guys, if right, I want us guys to see that, okay, the market has been forming lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And then we broke the previous lower highs. Now we formed new higher highs. So we formed new higher highs but equal lower lows and higher lows. So this pair is giving me a nice pattern, which is my favorite, a head and shoulders pattern. So I've simply highlighted this because I'm that guy. It's my favorite pair, and I've highlighted it because of this trend line right here. Highlighted it simply because of this trend line. So let me move down to 15 minutes and let's see the movement of this pair. Okay guys, so this pair from here shot all the way to the downside, came below. It was a support because the market got here and rejected all the way to the upside, and then came back strong, shot all the way to the downside and broke below, came back to retest this exact key area and made it a resistant. From there, the market tapped into it and shot all the way to the downside. When it went down, it found this key area again, which was a support. It was a support because it was tested first here, second here, and third here, which makes it a very strong support. In that form of movement, the market shot all the way to the downside, formed a correction, and continued to break this key area. This support came back to test it, making it a resistant, shot all the way to the downside, and found some sort of rejection in this area here. Let me not forget to highlight it. Exactly right there. It forms some sort of support, and then it corrected all the way to upside, and then boom, shot above the same area and then closed down. If you can see clearly that the market didn't really come back to this previous resistant key area, it rejected somewhere around these areas and then shot all the way down to test this area, uh this area, which is now made a support. It was a resistant, broke below, and then we made it a support, a support again. You can see it was made a support 1, 2, and 3. On the other side was made it 1, 2, 3. So this tells us this is a strong support, and hence the head and shoulder pattern, the inverse head and shoulder pattern has been formed. Boom, shoulder, broke, head, came back up, didn't really touch as well on this one, came back down, came back, and then it tapped in. It touched in to make it clear that I am the key resistant here. I'm very strong. So it came back to try and break above it. It failed. It's a strong key area. It rejected, shot all the way to the downside to form a shoulder number 2. Then from here, we anticipated that the market will shoot all the way to the upside to this resistant trend line. Reason why it's there. So if this is not the movement of the market, we are anticipated that this pair, what it will most likely do, come all the way to the downside. What I'm saying is it will come all the way to the downside, and then when it does, let me try and confuse someone. Okay. All right. Let me see. Let me. Okay. That's a false, because if it was correct, it would have touched here first. Nah. Okay. So what I'm saying, guys, if the market comes down below tomorrow and it closes above, wait for it to come and give us resistance, a retest, which will turn this key area into a resistance for the second time. We can see that the market is shooting all to the downside. Hopefully it rejects and give us that nice head and shoulder pattern, inverse head and shoulder pattern, which will be something like this. No, it is what it is. It is what it is. Boom, all the way here. Hopefully. So, fingers crossed, the market might reject this area or it might close below. When it does, wait for it to come down, retest, and then hopefully we place our selling orders. So let's move on to the next pair, which will be our GBPUSD. Right. So with GBPUSD, we can already see that we broke this very strong support trend line that was holding us for a very long time since 2020, and finally broke below it, and now we're moving nicely to the downside. So you can see that we're moving in a channel, forming those lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and then we're going to form a new lower high, and then boom, continue all the way like that. So right now you can see that we have a channel, within a channel, and then we have a channel, and then we have a channel, right? So all the way to touch our bigger lower high, you can see that we have a channel in it, right? So you can see that the market is correctly moving all the way to the upside, nice and easy. So the market might come all the way here before it can actually go boom, break below, and then all the way to the downside. So let me go to the most detailed part that we most focused on. As you can see, I've nicely highlighted our key areas, and you can see that the market boom shot all the way to the outside, rejected this area, came down, broke above, came back to retest it, and then shot all the way to the upside. And now you can see it found some sort of a correction, Hopefully the market does what I anticipate it does, comes down here to this area to take our buy orders, and then it goes up, comes retest, and then boom, all the way, it continues all the way to the upside. Hopefully this is what I would like to see the market doing. So if it does this, it might do something like boom, come here, and when it does come all the way here, it will form some sort of structure. Which will be a nice thing. I'll just do this. If it does come here, though, guys, if it comes here, move this all the way here, from this side all the way side. Just we wait for it to break above, come test this area, we buy, and then boom, catch it all the way down. But if it doesn't, we stick with what we have. This one here. If it doesn't, it decides to break exactly here, wait for it to go boom, test it, and then we buy. Nice and easy. Let's move on to our last and final pair, which is USDJPY. So with USDJPY, I'll nicely start it with you. See that the market is moving to the outside. It broke a very nice structure, which tells us that this structure has been something like a continuation to the upside. Super nice. Shot to the upside, correction, continuation to the upside. So you can see that corrected nicely here, and then eventually broke above. So when it broke above, this is where we come in to place our buy orders. Buy orders. Okay, let me move down to 4H. And our 4H, you can see that already we have some sort of like higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, no higher highs here, higher lows, and then we no higher highs there. So let's identify our key areas, which is I don't want to identify key areas here. I want to 1 hour, so that we are not confused as to what's happening, what is happening. Right. Okay. Okay. All right. So you can see that the market is still continuing all the way to the upside, which is nice, right? Which is nice, right? Which is nice. Okay, all right. Which is super nice and simple. Very nice and simple. So what we see with this market, it will require me to move even down to a smaller time frame. Hey, boom. Oh, boom. So this pair has done what I thought it would do, and I think it is moving to the upside. So what I had, guys, is something like this. Okay, identify it here. Okay, in case it decides to go down to this area again, something like this, something like this. Okay, something like this, and then okay, so yeah, it really needs me to go down and even smaller time frame. So something like this. Okay, right. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. This is what I had. So this, boom, all the way to the downside, and then found the support. So this support, I think, is the same support as this side, and then it shot all the way to the upside. Now it's entered a correction, some sort of correction. From here, the market, I have this. So here I have this support trend line, and the market might break above the trend line and then continue to rise all the way to the upside, which will be highly appreciated if the market does that. Highly appreciated if the market does that. So if the market decides to come here, when it breaks above and come retest this area, we can place our buy orders on the 5 minute. That's okay, catch it all the way here, or you can just wait for it to come tap this area first with the rejection. Nice rejection, come down here and then place our buys to catch it, somewhere around these areas here, somewhere around these areas, because we can see our target is very up there. Yeah, somewhere, just catch this one and we'll see. Catch this one on the 5 minute, and then we'll see what happens next. Yeah, just catch this one on the 5 minute, guys. Catch this one on the 5 minute. And tomorrow I'll give you an intraday, guys, a very nice short intraday to see if really we have what I say we have. So let me go down to our last pair. Really, I don't want to analyze USDT because you guys haven't commented in the comments section down below to say, hey, you want USDT as well. So if you do want USDT, guys, drop a comment on this pair and I'll do an intraday and give you a USDT analysis, guys. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. It's your boy, Mr. Gentleman T. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so that you're notified every day when I drop. And then you keep up with the trend. You don't miss out on the good stuff. It's your boy, Mr. Gentleman T, signing out, and Peace.